Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up politics. Musk Faustian deal with Trump backfires, echoing dark lessons from history. German folklore gives us the cautionary tale of Faust, a man who traded his soul to the devil for power and pleasure, only to lose far more than he gained. Today, many political watchers believe Elon Musk has become a modern-day Faust, and Donald Trump his Mephistopheles. Musk, the billionaire, anti-LGBTQ tech mogul behind Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter, pumped nearly $288 million into Trump's 2024 campaign. In return, Trump handed Musk a high-profile government role and promised continued support for his lucrative federal contracts. But like the devil in the old story, Trump eventually turned on Musk. Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill threatens to kill the federal electric vehicle tax credits, directly hurting Tesla. Musk resigned from his government post and, in fury, took to Twitter, alleging that Trump is named in the sealed Jeffrey Epstein files. No evidence was provided, but the fallout was swift. Musk's popularity tanked. His wealth dropped. Bill Gates accused him of harming the world's poorest. His apology to Trump may mend personal ties, but not public trust. History offers warnings. German industrialist, Fritz Thyssen once funded Hitler, only to end up imprisoned by the regime he helped empower. Like Thyssen, Musk may find that dealing with devils always comes at a cost, one that history never forgets. You know, Elon Musk, he bet the house on a man who doesn't pay for hotels or loyalty. So, honey, if you're going to sell your soul to Trump, at least make sure it comes with a return policy. Because now Musk is broke, bruised, and bitching on Twitter like it's Yelp. A reminder to all, you can't out-devil the devil. Read a history book, Elon, or at least Grimm's fairy tale. Read something, because this is just, I mean, I know that we're enjoying it also, but it's like, come on, you know.
Well, I see both of them as the devil and both of them as immature children. It's kind of like, you know, when two children in a sandbox, that's not mine, no. Yes. You know, and then you have a temper tantrum and you run to your ex and well, by the way, you know, he's also in the Epstein file. You know, it's just, it's horrible because both of these men have enormous, lengthy finances at their whim. They also have power at their whim. And the only people that are hurt by all of their temper tantrums is everyone. Everyone. And that's the sad part about both of them. Like, none of this is cute to me.
Yeah, and they do it in public, and it just goes to show the rest of the world, this is what American businessmen do, this is what American politicians do at the highest office, and it's an embarrassment for us as a country.
Yeah, 100%. Buddy, what do you think, baby?
Well, it's, you know, Faye likes to talk to me because I have such a soft opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But this is truly heartbreaking and disappointing on so many different levels, because it's not just the United States that's being damaged. Our brand is being damaged, our reputation is being damaged, our finances are being damaged, and it's all self-imposed. But it's also the world is being damaged because we have offered so much support and help to so many other groups, and now we can't do that anymore. And at the same time, it's also been a blessing because the rest of the country has learned that they can rely on each other instead. You know, so it's, you know, everyone makes fun of it. Yes, they deserve each other. Yes, they're both evil people. Yes, they're very selfish and narcissistic. Unfortunately, they're very wealthy and they're making more money off of all this fighting. I mean, Donald Trump just announced he's made another $600 million on selling bullshit crap.
What is he selling, Jamal? What is
cell phones.
He's doing cell
His
phones
new
now.
mobile, the Trump mobile phone, and next to the damn sneakers, them crappy ass sneakers. That
you know, and
the Bible. Don't forget, because he was selling the Bible too.
And the watch that had a rump instead of a T for Trump. But you know, and unfortunately, Musk is making money too because his companies are still surviving. They're not doing well, but they're still. You know, it's very disappointing, and I'm. You know, I was wanting to be at the No Kings event. I was wanting to be at Pride. We have to quit accepting this and quit accepting this failure for ourselves and quit accepting hysteria and the comedy of this, because this isn't funny.
It is.
Well, here we go back to, I said this back in November and October. Did I not? That y'all needed to take y'all ass out and vote? Did I not say
You did.
that this was
Yes,
going to
you did.
happen? Did I not sit up here and say that? Did I not go out and register 300 people to vote? And here we go, and now we have buyer's remorse. Now the country has buyer's remorse. Now we want to protest, and now we want to throw our little temper tantrum, as Mr. Elon Musk did, because this wasn't expected, as if we were not informed.
But it's still heartbreaking, though, Jamal. We're all on social media, right? And I see my Latinos there, right, that voted for him. And like these Venezuelan ladies, these older ladies are like, we trusted you, Trump, what happened? You know, and it's like, it's heartbreaking because they really, you give them a lie detector. They really believe this asshole. Do you
But it's-
understand? Like, and they voted with that in mind, thinking that them and their future families would have a home. And they were so wrong.
But the failure is not just in Donald and Elon. The failure is in the representation of Congress and Senate. The failure is in the representation of the Supreme Court. You know, the failure is beyond just Donald and Elon, because if we had the support of the Republicans not kowtowing and bending to the kings that they've created, we wouldn't be in this problem, because we would have a balance of the cycle as it's supposed to work. And we don't have that balance right now. So that's, I mean, it's more so on the locals and the state representation as well, and the government in the state of Florida or Texas or wherever. We have to support from the bottom up, not just at the top.
And then we go back. Let me replay my words again from 2021 when we had Governor DeSantis, and I said that Florida and Texas was the testing ground for exactly what's going on with the election that's coming up in 2024. Baby, if you have not got your spiritualist today, come talk to me, because I said this. And a lot of people said this, and a lot of us on the ground with our boots on the ground echoed what was going to happen in 2024 when people did not show up to the polls as they were supposed to. People did not show up to the polls for their local election, the midterm elections. People did not show up to the polls in Florida and Texas to get these assholes out of here. We did not show up to the polls. So now we have to sit with the consequences. And to your point, buddy, now we have to, back to what I said a few years ago, rely on community. Now is the time to get our boots on the ground and start relying on community. Take your faith out of the system and start trusting in those around you. Ground your reality. And I ain't gonna say it no more.
No, you're absolutely
said it.
right.
Preach.
And let me tell you,
Preach.
I just don't subscribe to any of this at all. Because you know what? We've seen this. We had 4 years of this. We have seen what he does. He doesn't align himself with anybody. So I don't want to rehash of this. Yeah, he's doing a lot of things, and I keep my ear to the ground and stuff. But I've got better work to do in this community than to worry about who is on his side and who is not.
Who's on his naughty list or whatever the hell he's
Who
trying to-
cares?
Well, that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.